Ooh.
Wow.
Crash. It's the big one. What a mess. There's a dozen trucks torn up in this one.
Man, oh man. Look at John West Townley having such a good run running up in the top 10. There's Spencer Gallagher, Cameron Haley in that 13 truck. Chris Fontaine in the 84.
Timothy Peters, his second truck of the day. Johnny Sauter with some damage to that truck. We talked about Peters getting in the back of that lead draft and saying it's time to race.
It may be easier to tell you who's not in this wreck.
But they were running around their single file before we went to commercial break. There's Daniel Hemrick having such a good run. A lot of damage to that 14 Chevrolet.
And Spencer Gallagher had pushed Ty Dillon to the lead, faded to the back. He got collected in that crash.
Todd Peck got a piece of it, window net down, signaling that he is okay.
Look at all the
damage. Truck is done.
A lot of damage to every one of these vehicles.
That is a pileup. You know, this happened around 9th place. As we were watching this truck, Jennifer Jo Cobb on pit road, she had run out of gas. They put gas in it. They squirted ether down the cowl intake and under the hood. Everything caught fire. As they were putting that out, a melee on the back straightaway.
Oh. Right on the back straightaway, you're right, Mike. What happened to Ben Kennedy?
Well, Ben Kennedy looked like he had a tire down or something broken. Michael, and everybody piled in.
James Busher, the 31, also involved in this incident. Ray Black Jr., the 07, maybe not a whole lot of damage. Ryan Ellis, the 28, gets caught by Daniel Hemrick.
What happened? Kennedy was slow up top, but that didn't really seem to have anything to do with the beginning of that crash.
Right at the bottom, right around where James Busher was.
Yeah, it's like an accordion effect. Once it looked like somebody slowed, and then they started running in each other.
You don't think someone ran out of gas, do you?
It's possible. Within a lap or two, I think, of these guys coming down pit road.
That's about the only thing that could have caused that.
Let's look for Austin Terrio.
Terrio run out of gas?
Okay.
Or he slows down for some reason.
He slows down. Lagasse gets in the back of him, and it's just an accordion-like wreck as the trucks behind can't slow down in time.
So many of these trucks with absolutely nowhere to go. Matt Tiff does a nice job going through the grass, and the 25 truck looks like he may have missed everything.
You know, perhaps Terrio just let off the gas when he saw the slow truck of Kennedy up top, but it's a little early to assume that. What was going on in front of Terrio?
That's what I'd want to know, Michael, because Ben Kennedy was way up against the wall, out of harm's way if all these trucks were coming through on the bottom, single file.
Yeah, we definitely heard Terrio get out of the gas there in that 29 truck from his onboard camera.
But we don't know what was going on in front of him even. And like Mike said, there was a truck up high, but that shouldn't have been a factor. Look at that mess.
It's a wrecker convention.
Take another look at it now. This is actually back. You see James Busher, the 31. We know he's going to get in it. There's the accordioning effect. You see the 29 was close to the 4 truck. We heard him back off Austin Terrio in the 29 truck, but he was within a truck length of the 4 truck of Eric Jones in front of him.
And the accordion, as it came together, Busher got into the back of John West Townley, and those were the first trucks to spin.
Look at Brian Silas. I've tried to pick guys that do a nice job of getting through a wreck. Very few people got through that one.